ये देखिए ये बहुत स्पेशल लॉ है, ये तो चीजें दे रहा है, स्पेसिफाई कर रहा है, ये दो वो दो फलां दो. अब ये 160 CRPC वाला लॉ इज नॉट सो डिटेल्ड. Actually, you make sense. It has to be regarding something. Fine, that point taken. But NAB, I don't think can you give a non-NAB case on this?
My lord,
because NAB case actually says that before you issuing a notice, because power to call for information, and it has a very detailed section which is completely different in its language from section 160.
my lord, the Islamabad High Court has
Can
followed.
you do a general law
Ji.
on criminal procedure,
Sir,
not a NAB law?
Ji, Islamabad High Court has followed it specifically for FIA also. It has applied this principle to FIA notices. ये page 5 है sir वो booklet की. The petitioner is a journalist. One of the most important functions of his occupation is reporting and informing the public.
Where are you reading from?
Sir, first page, sir.
Then he shows this. Yes.
Sir, page 7, 8 and 9. Para 3 से.
वो भी NAB ही को refer कर रही है.
FIA.
Yeah, I'm sure 160 has been interpreted otherwise. So this really doesn't help up. It's a circular argument. Okay. Don't you have any standalone case on 160?
My lord, I don't presently have one. I'll dig it out. But this was specifically to FIA notices. Now,
So it may well be, but they have applied the NAB provisions which are tailor-made for NAB. And this is a general law.
my lord, the scheme is
If we start doing that, you may be empowering FIA with more things than they have. FIA will function under a normal law, not under the NAB law.
the FIA functions will function under the PICA and then
Under its own
and PICA
FIA
makes
Act and
CrPC applicable.
CrPC, सारे वो वाले लगेंगे ना?
जी sir, बिल्कुल.
तो आप ये उनको ज्यादा इख्तियार मत दे दें फिर.
Sir, section 160 की, if your lordship sees the scheme, 160 CrPC की. Now, if a police officer, he is also a statutory functionary. If he is requiring my presence and if he is asking me some questions, he has to show that he has applied his mind. His notice to me must show that he has applied to his mind. If he is curtailing my liberty.
चलें, now you make, I'll place you in a very uncomfortable position. Can you for a minute become an officer of FIA and issue a notice under 160? Draft it. या तो क्या मैं कभी इशू ही नहीं करूंगा?
नहीं, बिल्कुल हो सकता है सर.
तो वो आप ड्राफ्ट करना है भी हमारी.
सर उसमें आपने ये
आप जस्ट लिखें, you just spell it out. You Mr. A, आप बताएं.
My lord, it would start out with FIR number so and so, name of accused number so and so, that the accused has been charged with offences under section 21.
No, you are saying the disclosure. Basically, what you want is disclosure of an FIR. You want disclosure of an accused. That's the point.
Yes, and the information that I'm being sought with. Your lordship will appreciate that even asking me to go to a police station and record a statement, that is a curtailment of my liberty. Fine, the law allows for it. But if you are asking me to do it, then you give me the reasons why you are asking me to come to a police station. Otherwise, why should I go to any police station because some gentleman in FIA or some gentleman in
can't you be called pre-FIR?
No, sir.
Suppose, there's a scenario. Someone goes and reports to the FIA. Say, जी ये सलाउद्दीन साहब के फोन में ये explicit pictures of children हैं, ठीक है? One thing is register an FIR against you. The one thing is FIR thing, पता नहीं ऐसी तो नहीं है, उसको कोई दुश्मनी तो नहीं है, चेक कर लेते हैं सलाउद्दीन साहब, इनको बुला लेते हैं, बच्चे को अगवा कर लूंगा. And they think, नहीं यार, you are not that kind of person, you won't do it. Let me check with you. So you say, no, first register an FIR against me. Let it be a false FIR. So what do they, I mean, like I'm saying, place yourself in an uncomfortable position of FI for a minute.
The way it works, and there's a slight difference between FIA and the police over here, and I'll explain why. Of course, and the judgments of this court on it, that the police does not simply, because someone comes and relates some information, the police is not duty bound to immediately register an FIR.
But they want to ask you things. But they still want to ask you things.
It has to, it may want to check things, it may want to ask people things, etc.
How do they do it?
What I'm saying is...
No, I don't care what you're saying. How should they do it?
Not what
because police, you drafted a notice, you wanted first FIR. Maybe they don't want to register, they don't want to check it out कि ये बात सही है गलत है, हम भी जरा थोड़ी बहुत तस्दीक कर लें अपने तौर पे. अब आपके घर आके नॉक करेंगे, आपको नोटिस भेजें, क्या करें वो आपके साथ?
My lord, they might come to my house and ask to talk to me without any compulsion.
आप कहोगे आपके वारंट है, मैं नहीं आता हूँ.
So then I would...
भैया आपको लीगली तरीके से डील कैसे करें वो?
होता यही है.
यार होता हमें पता है होता कैसे?
कानून भी यही है कि पुलिस जब तक FIR ना काटे तब तक किसी को कंपेल नहीं कर सकती. वॉलंटरीली अगर पुलिस मेरे घर पे आके मुझसे पूछे कि आपके फोन पे आप मुझे दिखाना चाहते हैं.
One question.
जी सर.
Section 160 of CrPC has to be applied and followed when there is Section 154, 155 or 150 already applied.
Yes sir.
Because these sections are contained in Part 5.
Yes.
And Part 5 starts from Section 154.
बिल्कुल sir.
Registration of FIR.
Sir.
Then 155, 160 cognizable, non-cognizable offences. And after that comes into picture 160.
बिल्कुल sir.
Develop this argument.
मैं यही कहने की कोशिश कर रहा था सर कि अगर वो FIR
सलाउद्दीन साहब, थानों में तो 2 रजिस्टर होते हैं, एक FIR रजिस्टर कहलाता है और एक NC रजिस्टर भी कहलाता है.
And also remember section 157 sub 2.
Yes.
Where before registration of any FIR, the police is doubting the genuineness of the complaint
तो
and they may have inquiry.
आप हमें
Make out this case.
आप मुझे 157 का नोटिस
157 sub 2.
बिल्कुल.
आप 160 पे बैठे हुए हैं आप.
जी सर.
We want to take you elsewhere.
If from information received or otherwise, an officer in charge of a police station has reason to suspect the commission of an offence which he is empowered under section 156 to investigate, he shall forthwith send a report of the same to a magistrate empowered to take cognizance of such offence upon a police report, and shall proceed in person or shall depute one of his subordinate officer not being below such rank as the provincial government may prescribe in this behalf, to proceed to the spot to investigate the facts and the circumstances of the case, and if necessary take measures for discovery and arrest of the offender.
ठीक है. अब ये आपको कहना चाहिए ना, ये वाली provision. Would you be okay if you received a notice under 157, or that also they shouldn't issue you?
If
just asking.
Yes, if an FIR is registered, they have every right.
FIR की बात नहीं हो.
Sir, वो लिखा हुआ है ना sir. If your lordship sees, if the officer in charge of a police officer has reason to suspect.
आप पता नहीं कहाँ से पढ़ने मेरे, आप ये कुछ और पढ़ रहे, मेरे पास कुछ और है. This is not your department, इसलिए हम आप.
Sir, non-cog तो 155.
Let's read it.
जी sir. 157.
हाँ
जी.
ये आपको आर्ग्यू करना चाहिए.
सर मैंने ये पढ़ा था सर पहले.
नहीं आप 160 और नैप पे चले जा.
Well, I did read this earlier, sir. I'm sorry if I did not place enough emphasis on it, sir.
The protection is inbuilt in the law.
Yes, sir.
They should issue you a 155 notice.
Yes.
That they can do so, provided the magistrate has permitted it.
Yes.
And